Okay, you begin bird watching. So you're sitting.
You just stare up at
you
the
go.
sun.
You go sit at like a park bench. There's a, yeah. There's like a skinny fellow with binoculars.
Sup?
Sup?
You bird watching?
Yes.
Cool. I just got into bird watching. I
Nice.
assume.
Look.
Yes.
And you see, there's a bird you haven't seen. I don't care if these aren't native to this part of the world. They are now. It's like, look, they're just now coming in. The blue-footed booby birds. And you see this strange bird that has a blue beak and blue feet. It's like a seagull, which you've never seen seagulls before, and they're all around.
Oh my goodness.
There's all these weird birds you've never seen
Oh,
before.
that is so cool. Oh man, this is definitely something I could get into. Oh yes, this is gonna be the first of many new hobbies. Oh, the next one I'm gonna do is woodcrafting. Oh, I should woodcraft the blue-footed booby. Oh, that'd be so cool. I can mix and match hobbies.
Going to scare the boobies away.
Sorry. Oh man, this is gonna be so good for my mental state.
Give it an hour, you'll get tired of it.
Honestly, Gosberg, like, the bird watching that you started this is a joke, but honestly, there's a lot of interesting birds that Gosberg has not seen before.
Yeah.
Like, the first time you see a pelican, holy shit.
What is that thing?
Holy fucking shit.
Oh my god! Can I hold stuff in its mouth? Oh my god! What is that thing? Its mouth is a beard! Oh my god! This is definitely going to be a thing now. I don't care. This is going to be my new thing.
Animal watching,
Bird watching.
bird watching in
Bird
general.
watching. And I could speak to them. Yes. I am excited. Just saying no, Gosberg's excitement also reflects my excitement for this. Because I realized Gosberg could be the ultimate bird watcher because he could speak to them as well. The only thing better is if Gosberg got a peacock that I could ride.
He's eventually gonna, in Curse of Strahd, he gets the power to fly, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be Gosberg's new hobby!
Is Gosberg gonna, like, buy a book for bird watching purposes?
Oh man, I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to a bookstore.
Yeah.
Hey, if they got those.
I think the general store is the place to go for that. Yeah.
Well, do they have a bookstore?
They do. They have books in the general goods store.
Oh, okay, I'll go to the general store then. Sir, I need a 3 books. The first one on bird watching.
Okay. We got. Okay, let me see. He looks through the books. We got. I'm like reaching for a name, and for some reason I almost went Brazimal's Guide to Bird Watching.
Okay.
No, we got Blunder's Guide to Bird Watching.
Okay. Second, I need a book on what dragon parts could be used for. Like, just in general. I need that just in case we have to kill a dragon. That is also a baby.
Yeah, I don't think I got one. I don't think
Cool.
I got that.
Dragons, the forbidden fruit.
Also, I need a book on how to take care of babies. Because we got a baby dragon.
No, I don't got any maternity books.
Okay, do you have a book on what type of fish is around here? And all how to kill them and eat them?
Yeah, Sharkbait's Guide to Aquatic Wildlife in the region.
Cool, and I'll also take a fishing rod and some bait.
Alright. So,
Going fishing.
Go on fishing.
2 books. Let me check on all this, actually. We have prices for all these things. That's the neat thing. Let's see, adventuring
Books are
gear.
expensive.
Fishing tackle is a gold.
Okay.
And then you wanted some bait. We'll say bait is fairly fucking cheap, so sorry about that. Yeah, we'll say they cut you a deal at 50 gold.
Okay.
Books are expensive,
They are.
cause you know,
Everything has to be handwritten.
yeah, everything is fucking like mass production. It happens small scale at this point.
It's more of a local thing, mass production,
Yeah.
and they have yet to start mass producing. Yes, and then I will spend the rest of the time.
Wizardry helps things about, but it's still not massive.
Yeah.
And you were gonna what?
Oh, I also one last thing. Do they have a fish bowl?
A fish bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, cool. For like what, a gold?
Yeah, we'll say it's a gold.
Okay.
It's glass, it's a valuable thing, yeah, gold piece.
Okay, cool. How big is this fish bowl? Like, we're talking goldfish size, or like we're talking...
How big do you want?
I want the fish bowl to be like big enough to hold a trout.
That's huge.
You want a tank. That's a fish tank. That's not a bowl. That's a tank.
Okay, then how about a really large goldfish?
Where are you going to put this tank, exactly?
Huh? In the wagon.
As if we have room, and the motion of the wagon is gonna kill the fish.
Just get rid of one of the Sacramento wines.
I'm gonna make this ruling now. You guys have the Sacramento wine has run its course,
yeah, no,
and it has been replaced with that fancy ass wine that you guys found in the Hill Giant place.
Okay. Instead of the fish bowl, I will just get.
I mean, you can get a bowl, but I'm just saying, like, the bigger the fish you get, the more difficult keeping it in general and keeping it alive will be on the journey.
Oh no, I never said I was gonna keep it alive long term.
Yeah, you're gonna get a dead fish. You're gonna eat the fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat the fish. I just want the bowl to keep it.
I'm just thinking it's going to be a very sloshy experience with the tank.
I just want fresh fish. How hard is it to want fresh fish?
I mean, you can want it. The having of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but okay, yeah, you have a tank that you put in the wagon.
Yeah!
There's getting increasingly less room in there because Rogar keeps picking up every fucking metal object he thinks he can melt, and he doesn't have a smelter because that's not how smelters work. I don't think smelters can be as portable as like a forge, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I defer to you on this.
I think if I remember, it depends on the, like.
A forge
I know.
is like an encompassing thing.
Yeah, a smelter I feel like is a big thing that like you got to get packing a lot of heat. Like small things like aluminum, like easy to melt things. Like you gotta have a small small smelter.
Traveling, like a mobile smelter, but that is literally like you actually have to put a smelter on wheels and start rolling that around.
Yeah, no, he has a bunch of stuff in the wagon that is portable, like is portable type stuff.
Kind of like a makeshift forge.
Yeah, it's a portable forge, but like smelter, I feel like has to be big if you want to melt serious things.
Yeah.
Like you gotta pack in a lot of heat. Like aluminum can be melted with a fairly small dealie going. I know that for a fact because my dad fucking did that.
You guys were gonna carry the tank.
Steel and iron.
Take a little.
Feel like you need the real deal. You're gonna take what?
I'm taking the tank with me while I go fishing.
Okay, you take the tank with you.
It's a good thing for bird watching, because I could just watch the birds while fishing.
Yeah, no, you're watching the pelicans and stuff.
Living it up.
Watching the seagulls and all these other little birds. Some of them have long legs that you see on the beach. Or I assume you go to the docks.
I go to the docks.
And the seagulls are moving around in there, up there. All these other birds.
Did I tell you the story about a time seagulls took my freaking cookies at the beach?
We've all had seagull
No, but I
incidents.
can see that happening.
Yeah, no, I literally took my eyes off a bunch of cookies that I baked for like 30 seconds. When I turn around, eagles were picking what was left.
Eagles or seagulls?
Or seagulls were picking what was
There
left.
are some sea eagles, though. Like
Yeah, but
oceanic raptors.
But they're not rats like
Yeah.
seagulls are.
You know,
Rats with wings.
Seagulls are becoming more and more accustomed to scavenging off humans.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All species have to do that. But yeah, you actually see a scene where a seagull like has some kind of food thing, and then just all these other birds chasing it. It's like mine. Ah, fuck off!
We just
It's
witnessed.
mine.
Okay.
It's mine.
So peaceful.
Give us. It shall be ours.
So
Share, you son of a bitch.
So peaceful. So peaceful.
Okay.
You can make a survival check for fishing. gonna make you roll for this shit.
Oh.
That's going to be
It's an 18 on its own.
20.
Okay. Yeah, you catch a fucking fish.
Yeah!
Absolutely. It's not a trout because trout are like a river thing.
Yeah.
But you catch a sea fish that you don't know the name of, and I'm trying to think of sea fish.
A
Sea
mackerel?
Yeah, you catch a mackerel.
I was gonna say sea bream.
Or a bream. Catch a pretty good sized bream.
I'm putting it in the tank.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I have forgotten to put that water into the tank.
Okay.
So the thing's just air drowning.
It's just, yeah, it's air drowning.
Time to continue fishing, and I will continue fishing.
Okay, you're not gonna put water in the tank.
Rosberg is too airheaded for that.
Okay. I'll say Juge and Jabble probably join you, and you guys are just out there fishing together.
So,
Nice little bonding experience.
shit! I forgot to put water in the tank! Hold my fishing rod while I go
No,
get
yeah,
water.
I thought you bought it like you were using it as a bucket. Yeah. Put water in the tank if you want to keep it alive.
Yeah, I immediately grabbed the tank, get the water, and warn back. Yeah.
The fish was already in there, so you had to like carefully keep. How are you gonna get that back to the wagon?
That's heavy.
It's really heavy now, I
I
imagine.
have a lion.
Poor Cornelius.
You didn't think this through. You didn't. That's Jabble speaking. You didn't think this through.
Well, I have you guys. And I have rope. And I could make, I assume, with a bit of crafting.
I feel like this is gonna end with you breaking your new tank.
And with a bit of crafting, I think I could make myself a whip.
Why didn't you just buy a bucket? Buckets have handles.
Yes, but they're not big.
They sell. I'm pretty sure they sell some big buckets.
You think someone will trade me a bucket for a tank?
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if someone will trade me a bucket for a tank.
And the quest begins.
Who do you go to?
Tank store.
The place where you bought it?
Nah, Gosberg is just going to put that off and continue fishing.
Okay.
Urungandir, what do you want to do?
I'm just walking around, I guess. Smile at some of the women, because it's been a long time.
Yeah, no, it's been a long day. It's a long time on the road. You've seen, like, as far as female contact, like, not since the Fearbolg tribe that you met. Other than that, it's just been, like, hill giants and Torvi, and she's married. And
Yeah.
orcs. I guess there were orcs in there, weren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give like an uncomfortable smile to like one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you do so.
How do they receive that?
Pretty well. Like, you're a good-looking guy.
Or a furball.
Yeah. No, Urungandir's a looker.
Beauty is relative.
Still got it. What else do I want to do?
I'm just checking some other things. But yeah, the day passes. You catch maybe a few more.
Yeah.
No, nothing as big as the bream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This would be colder waters, so maybe some salmon and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I
only know California fish, so like I was like, would those fucking lionfish be around here, like the scallops and shit?
No, lionfish like warmer waters.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch any like
Tuna, maybe.
You know that lionfish is like apparently.
Sculpin was the one I was looking for. No, there's not gonna be sculpin.
Yeah, you know that lionfish are like from what I remember, are like endangering the wildlife in the Florida reefs.
Yeah, there's a lot of things fucking up Florida. We don't need to go into that.
There's so many of those.
Yeah, so Gosberg doesn't have to worry about any of the horrible fish that have horrible venomous spines.
And even if they do, they will not dare to infect it.
Yeah, and this is an interesting. This is a nice time because like this isn't Gosberg in armor if he doesn't want to be. Like
yeah.
You're chilling around town. This is Gosberg in regular clothes. Like, everyone's chilling. No one's wearing armor unless they fucking are paranoid. We can ask their opinions on whether they want to wear armor in the
That one guy
town.
who's walking
Yeah.
around in full plate.
I feel like if I polled everyone, someone is still walking around in full armor.
I didn't want to say anything because I feel like it would ruin it, but Gosberg is going to be still wearing his armor.
Okay, Gosberg's
Just
still gonna wear
because
armor.
That sounds horribly uncomfortable.
Just because Gosberg is that guy who just does not want to take time out of his life to change clothes.
Okay.
You've been on the road for like...
They must
You've
smell.
gotten out of the armor at some
To
point.
take a shower or something, but that's about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to pack more than he has to. Unless it's something incredibly stupid.
At some point, he's like, "Why don't you take the armor off?" I can't. It's been too long.
It won't come off. It has fused to my skin.
No, like, if you wear it too long, you start taking penalties to rests.
Yeah.
That's my rule. But yeah, you guys chill and you settle down in front of the hearth again. Later that night, everyone is relaxing. It's been nice. You guys have been on the road for a long time. You haven't really had a chance to rest for a while unless, like, Mudfoot really, like, wants the mounts to lay down, or you guys were in that cave by the hill giants. Like, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I have brought fish.
I fall asleep.
And I was going to say, actually, this is where our transition is going to happen.
Cool.
It's like, we'll say it's, you guys are all sitting around talking, big group, and, like, friendships have developed, different people talking to different people. But you're all having drinks and stuff. And Jabbles is just trying to figure things out. It's like, so that was your hammer, but it belonged to his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you end up with it?
Well, that's a long story.
How long?
Well, it's been a while, but
Wait, do I have to lay down for this?
You don't have
Do I
to.
have to sit for this? Like, I want to know how long this is, so if I want to fall asleep, I can just...
It's a decently long story.
I'm just gonna, like... sensually lean.
Anyway, it all began when I
Hey,
was...
wait. Other side. Yeah, that's better.
It all began...
Get the leg up.
I'm gonna kick the chair leg.
And it boots the entire chair back several feet and possibly knocks it over.
You comfortable?
No! I am definitely not! But continue anyways. My screams of anguish won't interrupt you.
Good. So,
I'm sorry, that's the last time I'll
take
interrupt.
Waith and I stab you.
That's the last time I'll do that.
It is.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Well, bye guys, I'm Ron.
Yes, it was a long time ago when I was still young, and
We go back several decades now through the fog of time. And now we are playing the origin of Urungandir. Urungandir, you're much younger. There's a lot less scars on that face. Almost none. I think this might be pristine Urungandir.
yeah.
You don't have Siegebreaker. What weapon do you wield?
Right now, a great axe.
Great axe.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you have a big old great axe on your back. You've just kind of like started more than usual. Like, you've been a warrior for a while, but you've taken on more of a role in protecting your tribe and these lands.
Young and hot-headed.
Yeah. Andy,
What up?
who are we playing?
Do I get to choose?
Yeah.
You get to make it up. It's just like Meg did making up Torby. Preferably a Fearbold, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I assume Warforged is out of the question. or
Warforged is out of the question. You could also be a Dragonborn,
Dragonborn.
who is in service to Gesh Murdu,
Deshmerdu.
who is Whipper's grandfather, Rogar's father.
Okay. Let me think here. Furbolg.
And if you want to use someone else's character sheet, take your pick, or you can use Gosberg. Just
You could be a Ghostwise halfling.
This was a what?
Ghostwise halfling.
What's a Ghostwise halfling?
They're halflings, but they have, instead of normal halfling stuff, they have telepathy.
They're kind of cool and spooky.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think here. What level are we doing? We're just gonna grab like just any level or
Whatever is there.
okay.
Use a level 12, use a whatever.
Okay. You know, I'll go with Gregory Phillips. I haven't used him in a while.
Okay, you use Gregory Phillips as your base?
Yep.
Alright. Keep in mind, you're not playing as Gregory Phillips.
Yeah, I know.
Gregory
I just want
Phillips
to use him as a base because I want to play a long-range character.
Yeah, this is decades ago, so honestly, he's might not even be born.
He's not even. He's like 1 at best.
Yeah. No, this is a long time ago.
Yeah. Just
No, this is pre-Gregory Phillips actually.
Yeah.
Like this is that long ago.
This is gonna be
Gearbolt years.
Oh man, I was gonna say, I was thinking of playing as mentor, but nah.
Honestly, no, he's probably too young as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, no, I'll be Dragonborn.
All right, what's your name?
Dragonborn name.
We have the Xanathars thing if you want to roll for it.
Yeah, I'll look at the example, so I'll make one up.
Alright, but so to keep things rolling, Urungandir, to give you the setting.
Yeah.
You've recently become acquaintances with Gesh Murdu. He's this dragonborn fellow. He's a very nice guy, and he's kind of seeing the world. You've been hanging out with him. You met him on the road a while ago. And you've been showing him around. You've been having a good time. You've been basically like traveling around the woods together. And he's had his band, his own small following of we'll say 2 Dragonborn knights. Because I know Meg wanted to play a Dragonborn as well, but she's not here.
Paunch the Clanless.
Paunch.
Paunch. The Clanless.
The Clanless.
Orphan.
Okay.
So he doesn't know what clan he's from.
Alright. One of whom is Paunch the Clanless, a Dragonborn in service to Gesh. What color is Paunch?
Oh yeah, it's like either chromatic or metallic dragons, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as far as breath weapons, scales, you can do whatever.
Yeah. I would say. What's the acid for metallic dragons?
There isn't
I
one.
believe copper.
Copper?
Or is it? Copper.
Copper dragon.
Can double check, but I believe it's copper.
Yeah, okay.
And the other one is a silver female. And then Gesh himself is gold.
Okay.
And he's wearing very nice...
Copper, silver, and gold.
Yeah, it is copper. He's wearing very nice nobleman's armor, and he has this very large black maul with gold draconic insignias and symbology all over it, and dragon wings. That he's made some bold claims about the things he's done with this hammer, and you haven't had reason to disbelieve him, but it's some tall tales.
Yeah. No, I like you, Gesh. You're not like any of the other outsiders.
Yeah. We'll say you guys are sitting around like a campfire. Not dissimilar to what you guys are doing in the hearth years and years from now. So, ha! And I like you. And I like you, my friend. You, my friend, have definitely been one of the most entertaining people I've met in this entire region. Those small folk in the towns and the other and the prudes on the way up here. Ha!
Bloodless and young.
Yes.
No. I mean, when I first saw you, I thought you were the fanciest looking lizard I ever saw.
You thought I was a lizard folk. You'd never seen a dragonborn before.
Wait, are we lizards?
We aren't lizards.
Oh,
No.
I thought we were.
No.
Oh, neat.
Stop. Punch. We've had this talk.
Neat!
Paunch is also amusing.
And now that I've met actual lizard folk, I'm slightly insulted.
I don't know about
I
you.
only heard about
Slightly.
lizard folk before.
Yes.
And you certainly aren't one.
Yes, I should hope so.
I do like them, though.
They eat far too many small shellfish thingies.
Oh, so you've seen them.
Yes. On the way up here.
You've seen a lot.
In my journeys, oh yes, I've seen quite a bit.
I want to see things.
You should join me for a few years.
That does
I mean, it's a
sound
long
fun.
journey.
I am supposed to study under my mother, but her teachings are boring, and I fall asleep quickly.
So may I voice a complaint?
Of course, Punch. We are not in the castle here. Say as you will.
This man, I mean you don't know disrespect, but we have not yet seen his arms. We do not know.
They're right there.
We do not know if he's a skilled enough fighter or not. We don't know if he's able to handle himself. If anything, he might even be a liability on the field in case it ever happens.
I'm gonna get it.
Oh shit, are we being attacked?
You hear a horn that you recognize as it's a Fearbulg warning system.
I'm gonna get up and start running towards
I
it.
think we're about to.
Okay.
So Paunch is wielding crossbows?
Yeah.
Crossbow wielding Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, mostly because Paunch, like Gregory Phillips, literally
Yeah.
just has nothing but
Yeah,
crossbows.
no, I'm down with
Inventory.
it. I'm down with this. Oh my god, is Paunch the one who taught Brontus Dupree, and then Brontus Dupree taught Gregory Phillips?
Yes.
Is that okay?
I wanted to be a surprise, but you thought of it first.
That's canon now.
Yes.
It's like thinks of himself as like a monk who only uses special monk weapons. But
Yeah.
it's-
Path, the way of the crossbow.
Oh man, eventually, 100 years in the future, you're gonna find something called the Phillips Organization. They're just all mercenaries that use nothing but crossbows.
So you guys begin running,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually you reach the source of things. You see a lot of your brethren gathered around. You see your uncle, who is, at this point, the current Long Fang of your tribe.
Uncle, what's wrong?
Orcs. The Broken Axe tribe is on the move.
Of course they are.
Is that bad?
It is very bad. We
I
intend
assumed
to
it was
stop
bad.
it.
Well, nothing I like more than killing orcs.
Yes. Your mettle will be tested this day, nephew.
I'm not afraid of anything.
You should be.
And you
Those-
see there are some other folk. There are elves. You guys aren't currently in Fearbulg territory. You are in elf territory. The wood elves.
I'm going to nod respectively to them.
Yeah, you see the elder and the others about them readying themselves, and you see your friend Nock, who's recently gained that nickname, as who's been studying under the elven archers.
Knock?
How's it going? Looks like we're finally going to see blood today.
Finally. It's been boring. These are my friends.
So,
Yes.
What's your is he Paunchy actually, or
Paunch.
is Paunch is it just his
Is he
name?
Paunchy?
What's
Is
Paunch?
he asking? He's asking, is he actually a paunchy guy?
Was that fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not really.
Rotund.
Well, not really. More fat muscular, fit fat.
Okay, he's fit fat.
The big one over there is Paunch. The fancy one over there is
Gesh?
Gesh, yeah.
I'm gonna
forgot
full disclosure. I did not know Paunch was an actual word.
Yeah, it is.
I did not know
Paunchy,
that. Does
yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
mean like kind of fat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
paunchy.
the thing.
I'm learning new stuff every day.
The
That's
more you know.
then you know what? If there's anything to take away from this, it's just that every day you should learn something new.
You should.
And
should learn
every
a new
day,
word.
and every time you learn something new, just hold on to it, because that's just going to show that you're improving in life.
Yeah. Alright, so the elves and your uncle begin setting up battle formations in places, and like the archers begin getting into locations that they can fight from. And the plan is basically to drive the orcs to a cliffside. And where you guys will basically corner them and trap them against the edge of the cliff. So that's the plan.
When do we get to charge them?
In time, nephew.
Come on. Not that many.
An excited warrior, a warrior excited for war is a fool who's dead.
They're
Urungandir,
orcs.
I'm trusting you. You take the west side. Closest, take Nock and Jessica and your friends. At this point, you don't hate Jessica.
Jessica. One of the girls in our village.
Okay. Just so you know, this is Andy
We'll get
talking.
there. We'll get there.
This is Andy talking. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know
it's
who
just
Jessica
it's
is.
just a fearable woman.
It's just
Don't
a
worry about it.
woman. in-
Also, her name is Jessica. This is Margaret all over again.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that all over. So you guys head off, and you have a battle group, a small battle group. And then the fight begins.
Yeah.
As you see the orcs coming over the horizon, coming over the hills, marching. They are heading in the direction of the elf village, of the elf town, essentially.
I'm gonna.
And the elven archers, all the archers begin opening fire.
I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna rage and just start running at
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, you rage, other Fearbolg warriors begin charging forward. The orcs also begin charging forward with their own battle cries in Orcish, this guttural, harsh language. And then the two sides clash, and let's roll initiative. I didn't grab my own dice.
Do you want some?
That's what I forgot, yes.
You wanna,
What do you want?
Just give me a d20, and what am I gonna need? Ow! Don't throw. I didn't see that you were throwing dice at me.
It's right there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, I knew you weren't looking. That's why I threw it.
Okay.
What?
I know, right? I wanted
Okay.
it to be a surprise.
A surprise.
Initiative.
20 for me.
Okay.
Got 8.
Okay. So Urungandir, you're gonna go first, and then we'll have Paunch go second, and then the good guys and the bad guys, the orcs.
Yeah.
But you see, mixed in among the orcs' ranks are goblins.
I'm
Oh,
just
yum.
gonna run over a goblin to get to an orc and just
Okay.
hit him with my great axe. Right for the neck.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's going to be a 22.
22 will absolutely hit.
Cool. And that's a D12 for a great axe.
Yes.
If I remember correctly. So that's going to be.
For the sake of things, I'm going to say a lot of these orcs are minions. We're going to go back to 4th edition rules. Minions were a special type of enemy where they only had 1 hit point, but there were a lot of them.
Oh, okay.
For the sake, just so we can skip through regular orcs.
Alright, so
Fuck that
I
shit.
kill
Yeah,
him.
you cleave through an orc.
And then I'll hit another one. Or do I have?
Yeah, let's say, fuck it. Yeah,
Do I
you're
have-
using current stats.
Okay.
Current stats, just no wild shape, and for the sake of things, no lightning.
Okay. A 16.
16 will hit.
Cool.
So that is a second orc warrior that you just cut down.
Just to let you know, I did get a natural 12 on the deep.
Okay.
I just
Well,
wanted
yeah,
to roll.
you cleave through 2. You send it reeling into another one, and that kills another one. Gesh turns to you, Paunch, and says, "Has he proved his mettle yet?"
That was like 2 guys out of like, what, 100? That's like a 2%.
Nice slicing, kid. Don't get cocky. And he swings Siegebreaker around and sends an orc flying. Oh! Paunch, it's your turn.
Okay, well, can I use my hand crossbows for this? Or...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are they in range? Because it's like 60
You're using Gregory Phillips stats, buddy.
Okay, cool.
They can be whatever range you want.
Is that actually a thing for Gregory Phillips now?
Yeah, you could be in melee or far away. It doesn't matter.
No, because crossbows actually have a range.
Oh, yeah. Well, how far do you want to fucking be?
Well, obviously within firing range.
Yeah, you could be at firing range.
Firing 3 crossbow bolts. It's going to be a... First one's just going to be a...
It's a natural 18.
Natural 18, that's going to be 24.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm used to Gosberg's thing, which is like a +8. That's going to be a 18.
Okay.
And last one. That's going to be a 15.
Alright, yeah, those all hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Paunch is just firing crossbows into these orcs.
Then I'm going to action surge for 2 more attacks.
Alright.
It's going to be 16.
16 will hit.
And that is going to be an 8.
8?
Or 9.
9 will not hit.
Okay.
8 would have, but...
So, yeah, Paunch is just firing off all these crossbows. He's a crossbow master. The fastest hands in the woods at the moment.
You don't even... he's doing like freaking...
He's doing tricks with them.
Yeah, basically. Oh man, I'm just thinking like he has 4 crossbows, just firing one, tossing one up, fire another one, grabbing, reload, fire, grab, reload, fire.
Wow.
Just juggling crossbows.
That's cool.
Yeah, your allies in the fight, they're fighting back. You see arrows flying into orcs from a distance. You see Fearbolg warriors and elf warriors charging into these orcs and fighting back, and the orcs do the same. And I'm not going to bother rolling for the orcs at the moment, because at the moment, you're being assailed by the goblins. There's a goblin behind you, and there's 2 goblins on you, Urungandir. And they both got short sword and a dagger in each hand. So, first goblin, that's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit me.
Alright. So you take 9 halved, 4 points of damage.
Can you go play his handbook, please?
Yeah.
Look some up.
Yeah, no problem. Hand that to him.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, thank you.
Because that goblin hit, he gets to roll again.
Oh.
That's an 11 to hit, however.
That will not.
So yeah, he stabs you once, ha, and tries to stab you again, and it's like, ha, 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 ha. He just keeps going even though he's not hitting you. The other one also rolls an 11.
Doesn't hit.
But they're both going to use their bonus actions to make more attacks. So that's a 15.
Doesn't hit me.
And that was a natural 1.
That definitely doesn't hit.
No, the natural 1 hits you, crits you, and kills you immediately.
So yeah, these goblins begin stabbing at you, and you're managing to step back and keep out of their range. You're realizing these goblins are actually probably more dangerous than the orcs. There's this crazed look in their eyes, like there's no sanity. They just live to stab, and there's like their hands are moving ridiculously fast. Like you imagine getting stabbed by them
multiple times.
Once, they can just keep going.
It's like rabies infected goblins.
They do look a little rabid.
Oh.
Your turn.
For the sake of hitting them, can I just stomp one of them?
Make an attack roll. These are not minions.
Goblins?
Oh, but like for the sake of my axe damage, could I stomp
yes.
one?
For the sake of things, yes, you can stomp a goblin stabby stabber.
Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit.
All right. Is that what they're called, the goblin stabby stabbers?
These are goblin stabby stabbers. And you will rue the day you laughed at them.
Sorry. Yeah, does a, 15.
15 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He is still standing.
No way.
But you do stomp him.
And then
this is a very resilient goblin, you're realizing.
While my foot's on him, I'm just going to swing my axe down.
Alright.
I told Matt.
You're adding rage damage. You got all that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told
That
Matt
one's-
to just stomp on his foot.
A natural 19. I don't think I need
That'll-
to bother. Then, what my damage? 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Okay, 16 plus 15. He's bloodied, but he's still barely hanging on.
What a tough goblin!
Yeah, this goblin is hanging on. You've sliced through him. I'll say, you know, fuck it. He loses an arm, and he's still awake. He's still conscious. He's still alive. He's like, ah!
On bath salt.
He just pulls the short sword out of that arm, and he gets ready to stab you again.
What?
They are. That's basically what they are. They're just high on bath salts. Punch.
Okay. Well, I see Urungandir is having a bit of trouble for goblins for some reason, so I'm gonna help him out. So firing a shot at the, well, one shot at a time at this goblin. That's going to be a 16, 22.
Yeah, 16 and 22 will hit.
Oh, well, no, that's 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 to hit.
So 16
Yes.
plus whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Same one?
Yeah, same one.
Okay.
Same one. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit, yeah.
This is going to my third attack because this is my bonus action attack. Because crossbow expert allows me to do that. That's going that one.
Alright.
So that's 2 attacks with like crossbows.
Yep. Wait, light or hand?
Hand crossbow, sorry.
There you go.
That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Alright, now the goblin is dead. So yeah, you fire 2 crossbow bolts. And he falls down dead.
I had him.
Oh, you did it! I know you did it!
Alright, the battle continues to wage between the other 2 groups. The goblin, however, that's on you, he sees his buddy go down and he's like, ah! And he uses his bonus action to disengage from you. And really fucking quickly charges up to you and he's gonna try to stab you now, Punch.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's a 24 to hit.
I will hit.
Okay.
Whoa.
And I'm just gonna keep rolling for attacks until he doesn't. That's a 9 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, and now with his bonus action, it's a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
That's a 10 to hit.
No.
Okay, so he gets 2 stabs on you. So you take 14 points of damage
Okay.
as this goblin, one short sword,
Ah! God damn it!
Having
Yeah.
trouble?
manages to slip past your leather armor.
Tis but a scratch!
And then there's another goblin on you because there's tons of these things.
Cool. Keep going.
And he's going to come up. And that's a 16 to hit.
That'll not.
And that's a... with a dagger, that's gonna hit.
That's gonna hit me.
With their dagger, 12.
Nope.
Alright, you take 2 more points of damage.
Alright. My little bugger. And
Well,
then-
half to 1, actually.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Alright, your turn again.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him. Swing my axe at little shit. That one's a 20, soft.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And the other one is a 24.
24 will hit.
Cool. The first one is 16 points of damage.
Mhm.
That one's different. That one is going to be 23 points of damage.
Alright, yeah, that goblin's dead. So you bring your axe twice and slice through this goblin, planting your axe firmly in his head. Punch! You have a goblin on you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at it. Obviously. It's only a short sword, right?
A short sword and a dagger.
Short sword and a dagger. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to shoot it 3 times. Oops, that's 3d8. So 3d6 is wrong, dice. First two attacks. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
12 will not hit.
And that is going to be a 18 to hit.
18 will.
Our third attack. That's going to be another 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. That is going to be a... That's going to be a 14 points of damage.
Alright. He is still standing.
Okay.
As this goblin takes 2 crossbow bolts square in the chest and doesn't seem to notice. Ah, he's foaming at the mouth a little bit.
Holy crap, what's up with these guys?
Beats me.
At that moment, as the battle is continuing, you see Gesh knock another orc into the air. Ah! Ah! This is nothing! The weather changes.
Oh, that can't be good.
And it starts to rain down on you guys.
My lord, this is a bad omen!
It's your turn again.
Okay.
And the orcs seem to be invigorated by this. They're like, "Ah!"
I'm gonna start swinging some more. So one's a nat 1.
Okay.
And the other is going to be a 17.
17 will hit.
Cool.
Okay, this is just for... You dealt with your goblins, so... This is just continuing the fight against orcs.
Alright then, I'll kill it.
Yeah. Honestly, your bonus is high enough that you can probably one-shot an orc. You've been dealing like 15, never less than that, so...
I've been doing good.
I think you're... We're just gonna say by law of averages, they don't have 1 hit point,
Okay.
but you're still... Just because you're a Urungandir, you're probably still killing them.
Okay.
Punch.
Okay, well, Goblin's still attacking me, well, so I'm gonna take him out first, take care of him before I do anything else. Whoa.
Did I give the goblin his turn?
You did not give the goblins nor the orcs their turn.
Goblin's gonna stab you real quick. He hits with a dagger. Will a 17 hit you?
Yes,
He hits twice with the dagger. Will a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. 3. You take 3 points of damage as the goblin stabs you twice. He gets a good rhythm going for a second.
Okie dokie. Ooh, not 20.
Okay.
And the next one's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 will not hit.
And the next one's going to be natural 1.
Natural 1 will not hit.
Do your damage.
9 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Can I get a handbook back, please?
Nope.
I need to look at something. Alright, the goblin is there. It's Goblin's turn again, but yeah, everyone's fighting. Everyone's a bit disturbed. 16 to hit you.
Yeah, okay, that will hit. Just about.
20 to hit.
I'll use the lucky point.
To roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
That turns into an 11.
Double knight.
Bonus action, 8. You take another 4 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
So let me check something real quick. Alright, cool. Just checking that. So yeah, suddenly, in the midst of the orcs and the elves in Firbolg fighting this battle, you see a flash of fire.
Uh-oh.
And a vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens and just blasts a whole bunch of your allies.
Oh, that can't be good.
And you see backwards in the orc ranks, you see the biggest orc you've ever seen. He is extremely large. Larger than any Firbolg is at the moment. Unarmored, wearing hides, and you see he has on his back a spear, and in his hands he's holding one arm holding a gigantic greatsword towards the sky where the flame came down, and in the other hand another greatsword. He's dual wielding greatswords.
That'll be me one day. Mark my words. Mark 'em.
Mark what? I wasn't paying attention.
I'm gonna dual wield great swords one day.
Is that actually a thing? Can you do that eventually?
If the DM says you can.
Okay.
So, it's your turn again.
Alright, excited by the prospect. I'm going to rush him, try and get to him.
Alright. We'll say you were cutting people away so you can get up to him, yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna attack him.
Alright, do so.
Will a natural 20 hit?
A natural 20 will hit him, yes, actually. As a matter of fact, that is a possibility.
And will a 22 hit him?
22 will hit him, yes.
Cool. So I'll first double my damage.
And you can see, to a degree, the strategy of your people is working. They are being pushed towards the cliffs a bit. But with this big guy here, him summoning flame like that did just fuck up the plan a little bit, and the orcs are getting more of a foothold.
27 for the first hit.
27? Okay.
And a 15 for the second hit.
Okay. He is still okay.
He's taking half damage, isn't he?
Hmm?
Is he a barbarian?
Surprisingly no. No, he's just fine.
What? Okay.
Damn.
So I'm just laying into him.
Yeah, that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna use a legendary action to make a greatsword attack.
He's got a
on you.
legend. Help!
Okay, that's a 23 to hit you.
Just hits.
Alright, with one of his greatswords.
You'll be the bane of everyone's lives. You know a character in this universe should just be the bane of everything right now?
What?
So halved, you take 12 points of damage reduced to 6
Whoa.
of slashing damage.
Okay.
Damn.
And 2 points of fire damage.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
As there's something about him, this aura about him, that his swords are slightly on fire.
That's really cool. Respect, he is cool looking.
It doesn't even seem to be the magical. It seems the magical nature of the weapons themselves. It seems to be emanating from him.
You got this, right?
I got it.
Your good buddy Gesh comes up with you and begins also laying into this guy. And he hits. So I'm gonna roll some damage for Gesh. Yeah, Gesh deals a good amount of damage to him. Not enough to crit, so he doesn't send this guy flying.
Damn it.
But ha! Pff, yes! Now this is an enemy worth fighting! And lays Siegebreaker down into the knee of this gigantic fucking orc chief. And as a legendary action in response to Gesh, the orc attacks Gesh.
He's got legendary actions.
And he hits with a 20.
Oh!
Okay, and a decent fire. Okay. So Gesh takes a snack from the other greatsword. Ah! And you see one of his pauldrons actually go flying from the impact.
Wow.
And now it is Paunch's turn.
Shoot him!
You still have a goblin on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack that goblin. I'm gonna use my first attack on the goblin just to see if I
Okay.
can kill him with one go.
I love this. You're like, can he fight? And then you're fighting a goblin for the rest of the battle.
Well, I am level 5.
Huh?
Oh
yeah.
I am level 5. You're
Oh.
like what level?
Yeah, he's using a 5th level character sheet for this fight.
Oh shit. Well, have at him.
It's going to be a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this kills the goblin first. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
He's still alive.
Okay.
He's a hardy little bitch.
He is.
Natural 1. What is that? 3? It's gonna be 9.
To hit?
Yeah.
No.
Kick his ass!
It is now the bad guy's turn. The goblin's gonna continue trying to stab you. It's an 8 to hit. Bonus action. And 15 to hit. Okay, so the goblin... I'm gonna cut your dick off!
Oh shit!
I don't know where that came from.
Your method acting.
Joke's
Your
on you,
method acting.
Dragon Balls have internal genitalia!
Joke's on you, I can suck it back in!
Joke's on you, Dragonborn have cloaca!
I'm gonna get in there!
Doesn't sound pleasant.
It's literally our pisser, shitter, and our thing that we use.
We don't need to have this conversation.
It's what turtles have.
Is that really what the book says?
No.
No.
It's just me.
No, it does not mention their genitalia in the book.
It's just me being biologist.
It's him making a decision for his character.
Oh, no.
Cannot confirm or deny. I don't think it's on the wiki.
Let's find a book of erotic fantasy. See what
No,
not.
let's not.
Let's
that's
not
a,
and say
that's
we
a
didn't.
cursed book.
Interesting thing though, the Dragonborn do lay eggs, I think, but they are warm-blooded.
So kind of like echidnas.
Like a platypus.
Yeah.
I feel like egg laying would just make the process of childbirth so much easier.
After the goblin and all the other orcs that are fighting, it is now the Slaughter Lord's turn.
Oh, he has a cool name like that.
Yeah.
What do you want to be called? I'm Greg. You? Slaughter Lord? Oh, your mom named you the normal one.
So he's going to attack Gesh with this one and you with the other one.
Okay.
So that's a 27 to hit you.
Yeah, I mean barely, but it's
Yeah, he hits you both. So you take 2 plus 7 plus. So you take 6 points of damage. That's halved for you.
What are you
Slashing.
trying to do? Kill me?
And then 2 points of fire damage.
Ain't that the way?
How we doing?
We're doing fine.
Okay. And then Gesh. Ooh. Okay, Gesh takes a pretty nasty hit.
How's he doing?
He's holding up.
Okay.
But the battle continues to rage around you. And okay, it's your turn again.
Why won't you die? Destroy Oblivion. 21.
21 to hit?
Yes.
That'll hit this guy. Somehow, yes.
And 23.
23 will also hit, yes.
And 13 damage for the first hit. And 11 damage for the second hit.
Alright. Wait, how much for the first one?
13.
13 and then 11? Okay. Okay.
How's he doing?
He's still all right.
Of course
Of course he is.
And he will use a legendary action
Why not?
to cast one of his innate spells.
It's his right.
Yeah. It is.
Yes. Right to cast
Spells?
arms.
Where do you think the fire came from?
Oh.
And he imbues this divine orcish word, calling upon the power of Groomsh, the Ruiner. And he says this word and this blast of power. How many hit points are you at, out of curiosity?
Me? I'm at, since I'm using my normal stats, which is, you said was fine,
Yes.
right? 142.
142. Okay, so you're fine. That's good. That's fortunate for you. So, where are you at?
I'm fighting a goblin.
Yeah, I know. I was like, where are your hit points at?
Oh, like 37.
Is he casting Fireball or something?
Okay, so Urungandir, you notice this word erupts from him, and it's almost like a shockwave. Paunch,
What up?
you are deafened and blinded.
Ah!
Urungandir, you straight up see some fighters on the field die at the shock of this word.
Both his people and mine?
No.
Oh.
Just some of yours. And you see Gesh seizes up and falls to the ground. Not dead, but he's shaking and stunned, essentially. Or, no, wait. Math is wrong. Gesh is fine. Gesh is also deafened and blinded.
Okay.
He goes, Urungandir! What happened? Ah!
I don't bother.
Springing.
I don't bother answering.
Yeah. That was his legendary action. Now it is your turn, Punch.
Okay, I'm deaf and blind. I'm basically Helen Keller.
Yeah.
It's for how long,
There's
though?
still a goblin there. I'll tell you when it ends.
I'm gonna just see if I can't just shoot this goblin, see what happens.
You have disadvantage, but go for it.
Yeah, I know.
You're developing the way of attacking without seeing or hearing.
You're
know,
adapting by taste. You're tasting the air.
You have an idea where he is from the stabs that keep coming for you that you can feel.
Huh.
Okay, well, one's going to be an 18.
Alright, 18 will hit.
Okay. The other one's going to be a 11,
11 will not.
and the last one's going to be 9.
Nat 1?
Yeah.
You're rolling a lot of nat 1s this fight.
Alright. This is Gosberg all over again, but instead of dexterity, it's stuff that actually matters.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be a 9.
Alright, with 9 points of damage, you don't see it or hear it. No one in the immediate area
So
sees
you
it. But Ponch is like, fires off 2 bolts, and then just one lucky shot right to the goblin's head. I have your dear.
But you don't know that.
You don't hear that. You don't know that. You assume you're okay because you no longer feel stabbing motions towards you.
Oh no.
I would be flinching
The lack
so
of
much.
stabbing is your biggest indicator that maybe you hit something. Or maybe that's actually what happens, like you grab him and you point blank crossbow him. It's like that's the way you did it.
I'm going to just randomly firing into him and not knowing.
Yeah. Next up, Gesh's turn, I believe. Gesh is also deaf and blind.
Do it. Do it, Gesh. Kick his ass, Gesh.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's
He would have been a nat
unfortunate.
20. He manages to hit the Slaughter Lord, though. Good on Gesh. He's swinging wildly and cracks this guy right in the knee, and you and him are backing up towards the edge of the cliff. You can kind of see, like, I'm trying to mix things up where the fights actually move and people just aren't in place the entire time.
Right.
So you're getting closer to the cliff, and it's kind of elevating as far as that goes. And then bonus action, or legendary action after Gesh's turn.
How many does he have?
He gets 3. He's going to hit Gesh with the greatsword. That's 23 to hit. Okay. So that would have been with advantage, actually. Okay, that's fine. So he hits Gesh, and you see pieces of Gesh's armor go flying off. And Gesh falls to the ground, clutching at his wounds, still alive, but he's fighting blind here.
Yeah.
You see in the retinas of his eyes, it's like, I can't see him. I'm blind. He blinded me with science. And I believe it's the Slaughter Lord's turn now.